XRP and cryptos are under attack. The reason why we crashed yesterday, well, there's several reasons, but we can see yesterday, Wintermute, Coinbase, BitMEX, Binance, Bitwise, Bitfinex all dumped thousands of Bitcoin all at the same exact time. This is a coordinated dump and attack. And guess what this is? This is manipulation. Big whales, they come together, and guess what they do? They dump the prices, they also pump prices, and they do that to make money. This is a part of how the crypto market works and operates. Cryptos are still relatively a small market cap compared to the stock market, which is also manipulated. But the smaller an asset is, the easier it is to manipulate it. And the reason why they do that is because they want to shake people out before they actually deploy a lot of capital to pump the market. They also make money by opening massive short positions, dumping the price, profiting on their short positions, opening long positions at the bottom, and then pumping it back up, making money on their long positions, and they rinse and repeat that. They control where the price goes. However, there are also other whales that fight each other, and whales in communities, whales, they fight each other. There's the fights of bulls and bears. So there is usually a strong balance despite the manipulation. So this is a part of the reason why we crashed and dumped again. On top of that, the Japan 2-year yield rose 1% massively yesterday for the first time since 2008. So if you take a look here, yesterday, last night, when futures opened, the Nikkei, the Japanese futures, basically the Japanese stock market, guess what? It dumped really aggressively because of the bond yields. And the Bank of Japan, they are most likely now going to be raising rates. And that has an effect on the US dollar. It has effect on crypto and risk assets. So this is a part of the reason why there was this crazy sell-off, and it happened so fast. Also, at the beginning of months, whenever there's a new month, a new quarter, the end of months, there's always going to be a lot of movement in the crypto markets and the stock market, because you have hedge funds and institutions there selling, opening new positions, making a lot of movement with money and liquidity in cryptos. So that's also a part of it. So literally all of this came together at the same exact time, and that's why we crashed. But guess what? In my opinion, that pullback and crash is bullish, because if you take a look at Bitcoin here, Bitcoin, despite that huge crash and coordinated sell-off, Bitcoin has already bounced up and we formed a higher low. Bitcoin has formed a higher low. Ethereum bouncing up aggressively, forming a higher low. Solana forming a higher low. XRP forming a significantly higher low despite this coordinated attack and sell-off. And guess what? We are still holding strong. Everything is still on track, in my opinion. I'm still very bullish, and I am still confident that XRP, despite the pullback, we are forming higher lows here. When you form a bottom and you have a market's crashing, it takes a while to form a bottom. You're going to start forming higher lows, higher highs, and eventually you get a big pump. So right now, XRP, for the first time, has formed a higher low since this pullback. We've been forming lower lows, lower lows. Now we are forming a higher low. What that shows us is a potential bullish reversal. So the lows are most likely going to continue to get higher. And this is bullish market structure 101. And if this is taking place, and this is what is going to happen, this is an indication, early sign of a bullish reversal. A bullish reversal is when you have a downtrend, we're going down, down, down. But that pattern or that system or that trend changes, and that's called a reversal, bullish reversal. So it was previously bearish. We've been selling off for months in XRP and cryptos, and now we are starting to show some signs of life, some signs of strength, some signs of recovery, and this is looking very, very good. So what I think is next is I think cryptos are going to bounce back up to these highs that we saw this past weekend. And I honestly think XRP is going to make a new high. Here's a high here. I think we're going to make a new high. And this is what I think is going to take place. So this is just in the short term. And if we start to make a new high here, then we're going to be looking for new highs shortly after. So do not panic. Do not be fearful. I'm personally buying. Me and my community, we are buying. We are trading this market and we are bullish. We are very, very bullish. Let me know if you guys are bullish in the comments below. But make sure if you guys want to join my community where you can follow exactly what I'm doing as a professional trader and learn from me live on Thursdays, join my community. You can try today for free. You're going to want to join the VIP tier. If you guys use my AlgoSniper trading indicator, it will tell you to sell before these big crashes take place. Look, you get a sell alert before this big crash in XRP. You could have followed that alert and bought lower. You guys can try AlgoSniper today for free as well. Now, if you guys are trading cryptos, make sure you trade over on Blofin. This is the best trading platform in the world. You guys can get a $10,000 deposit bonus. You can trade leverage. You could trade everything on this platform regarding crypto. And you're going to have the cheapest fees if you sign up using my link. If you guys got anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I'll see you later.